Hello, and welcome to another Adverity Platform guide. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to create a visualization in Adverity's Data Explorer and how to add it to a dashboard. But first, what is the Adverity Data Explorer? Adverity Data Explorer is an inbuilt data visualization tool that allows you to create visualizations, which you can then add to dashboards to analyze and visualize your data. In Data Explorer, you'll find a number of visualization options, including tables, bar charts, line charts, geomaps, KPI boxes, and more. Once created, visualizations can then be added to dashboards, which can then be shared with other people in your organization. To use Data Explorer and start visualizing your data, there's a few things you need to do first. 1. You need to have created at least one data stream and fetched data. 2. You need to have applied your data mapping to your collected data. 3. You need to enable that data to be stored in the Adverity data storage. If you haven't done this already, or you need more help to do this, check out the related guides and videos in the Adverity documentation. If you have, great! Let's create a visualization. To create a visualization, first head over to the Data Explorer page from the Platform navigation menu. You'll automatically see a blank view where you can start building your visualization. In this example, let's say we want to create a visualization that will show us the clicks and costs of our Google Ads campaigns for this year by month. We'll start by setting the date range for our visualization. We want to look at this year's data, so we'll set it to this year. Next, we need to decide on which dimensions we want. We want to look at our data by month. This is a standard breakdown, so it's available in the From Adverity section on the left. We can add monthly from the date and time dropdown here. Next, we need to add our metrics. This is the data we have fetched from our data source, so these appear in the From Data Mapping section on the left. We're looking at clicks and costs, so let's add them in. Next, we can add filters to our data. We only want to look at our Google Ads data, so we click Add Dimension Filter, select Data Source as the dimension we want to filter by, and then select Google Ads as the value. As you can see, this has automatically filled out our data table with all our costs and clicks data broken into months. We can now create a visualization based on this table. First, we create a visualization dataset, which just means selecting the specific data in the table we want to add to a visualization. In this case, let's add our clicks data by clicking on any value in the clicks column. If you hover over the options in the pop-up menu, the data highlighted in green is what will be added to the new visualization dataset. In this case, we want monthly, so this is what we'll click. And now we have our clicks data represented in a nice vertical bar chart. We can now go ahead and make changes to how this looks. For example, we can choose from the various chart types here above the visualization. And we can also make more detailed changes in the settings menu on the right. For instance, we're looking at data over time, so we probably want this as a line chart. Under General Settings, we can select the chart type drop-down and turn this into a line chart. You can also click on the Settings drop-down menu and select more specific elements of the chart to make changes to, such as the name of each axis, the colors used, or the names of each series. For now though, we're just going to go ahead and add our cost data too. To do that, we'll follow the same steps as before. Click anywhere in the cost column, select all months, and now we have our cost data in there too. Looking at this though, what we really want is our cost per click, as this is more useful data. Now we could add a calculated metric here by clicking the Create Calculated Metric button over here. However, in this case we don't need to, as Adverity offers some standard calculated metrics, so we can simply add CPC from our metrics list on the left. Again, let's add this data to our line chart. We can now probably get rid of costs and clicks, as we really only want to know our cost per click. And there we go. We have a lovely visualization of our Google Ads CPC by month, and we can easily see how that has changed over the year. Now, let's add our new visualization to a dashboard. To do that, simply click Add to Dashboard. Add as visualization, and then give our visualization a name. In this case, let's call it Google Ads CPC by month this year, since that is what it is. Now, since we don't have any existing dashboards, we'll need to create one by clicking Add to New Private Dashboard, giving that dashboard a name and clicking Add Dashboard. We can now go and take a look at our newly created dashboard. You can either click Go to Dashboard directly in Data Explorer, or you can head over to the Dashboards page via the Platform Navigation menu. Let's click on our newly created dashboard, and there you go. There's our visualization. There are a range of options and settings you can adjust in your dashboards, and if you want to learn more about these, please head over to the Adverity documentation. For now though, let's say we are happy with how everything looks. The last thing we might want to do is make sure our colleagues can see this. So let's go ahead and make our dashboard public by clicking the little lock icon next to private and then clicking Make Public. This means anyone with access to this workspace can now see our dashboard. And there you go. That's how to create a visualization and add it to a dashboard. For more detailed information on Data Explorer, be sure to check out the Adverity documentation.